What's up, Yoon-Fam? It is I,
Mark Yoon.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about weapons for Soul Calibur VII. Now, I'm going to be giving my own opinion on this in tomorrow's video on Tuesday, but today I have a special guest, and it is one of my moderators on the Yoon-Fam Discord. Her name is Maki. That is what she goes by anyway, her online name. And she is going to be giving you some of her thoughts and opinions on weapons that she would like to see return or come for the first time in Soul Calibur VII. And then also there's something that she wanted to shout out. As usually I shout out people's YouTube channels on here, she wanted to shout out this website Tears, which is a rescue and rehome uplifting the lives of animals in need. So I guess it's a clinic and mobile units for protecting misplaced and mistreated animals and pets and stuff like that. So I will have a link to that in my description box down below. But without further ado, let me let her get started, and I will catch up with you at the end. Thank you.
Hi, what's up, Yoon-Fam? It's Maki here, all the way from South Africa. So I'm ripping all the all the South African and African Soul Calibur fans, proving that there are fans from every continent in the world, and hopefully Yoon-Fam fans from every continent as well. Mark gave me a wonderful opportunity to host a segment or talk about a segment on his wonderful series, so I thought I would talk a little bit about what kind of weapons I would want to maybe see in the future of Soul Calibur. I know this has been talked about on his channel before, briefly, but I thought that would be an interesting topic to touch on. So, first of all, I absolutely love Soul Calibur because it's just, I thought, my first impression of it when I found it in a local arcade with my brother, so I was like, I just loved the whole premise of the fact that, you know, it was a fighting game using weapons, and I thought that was so unique, and it had such potential for, you know, so many cool weapon ideas. So I have 5 weapons that I would like to see make an appearance in Soul Calibur, hopefully someday. The first weapon is please forgive my pronunciation, I believe it's the Moha Hetsu, which is an Aztec weapon, a wooden club with obsidian blades. Now this thing looks absolutely brutal, and I would love to see an Aztec character in Soul Calibur, a bit like, I don't remember his name at the moment, the one Aztec character from Mortal Kombat. If we could have someone like that, I think that would be fantastic, because I don't think we've had a South American character in Soul Calibur yet. I don't know how it would really line up historically, but I know Soul Calibur doesn't really, it takes a bit of liberty with its historical accuracy, so that could work. And I'd also really love to see, I know Mark has mentioned before, a regular European broadsword user. A bit like what we had with Geralt, I suppose. Or even better, I would love a claymore user from Scotland. If we could have a Scottish character rocking up in a kilt, I think that would be awesome with the claymore. Because that way we'd have some opportunities for two-handed weapons, aside from, you know, Siegfried and his massive Dragon Slayer Berserk reference. Something a little bit more practical, I suppose. And the next weapon I would like to see is a Native American gunstock war club. Now, these things are deceptively simple looking, but apparently they are really, really effective. They're a club with I believe a piece of metal, and that focuses all the brunt of the attack into that little piece of metal and does a lot of damage. So I think this could be a good weapon for Bangu if he ever shows up in the game. I know some people would want him to have a Native American bow and arrow, but I think this way, since this is a club, it could be following in his adoptive father Rock's footsteps. So yes, I would love to see maybe Bangu or Rock, if he gets a weapon change, he could have a big old gunstock war club to represent his Native American heritage. And then the last two weapons I would like to see personally in Soul Calibur are from my own continent, actually, that I'm living in, the continent of Africa. I would love to see a Hunga Munga. I don't know if I'm saying that correct, forgive my pronunciation. This is an African throwing knife, which looks absolutely sick if you see it. It could also just be wielded as a dagger of sorts, and I would love to see more variety in the diversity of Soul Calibur characters. I know we have Zasamael, who appears to be from somewhere in Africa, but I would love to see more representation on that side of things. And the last weapon I would love to see is from my own country, and it is a shambok. And a shambok is basically a long reed or leather whip. So I would love to see. I know it will probably never happen because we don't have much representation in media, but I would love maybe a South African Soul Calibur character wielding one of those, or you could go for the more traditional Zulu shield and spear. To maybe people could use that to recreate some Wakanda characters from Black Panther. So yeah, those are some of the weapons and potential characters I would love to see show up in the series. I'm probably going a bit over time, but thank you so much for having me, Yoon-Fam. This is Maki out.
And thank you.